Hey everybody, it's Amanda and I'm out on a gorgeous hike in the mountains Friday night. Put my hat on. Okay, I've got some messages for y'all today about being the CEO of your biz, because whether you like it or not, if you're in the service-based industry and you have your own business, you're in business for yourself, and there's no instruction manual, there's no how to, there's no just follow these steps, paint by numbers, business in a box, cookie cutter BS. It just doesn't. Those things kind of work, but they're not how you build an empire and become a CEO. And I have had my business for 12 years now, and if you're here, say hi. I've had my biz for 12 years, and as a CEO, you are paid to think and to strategize and to feel and to listen to the signs that are coming to you from your own self. And so it's just, you're constantly in creation mode and deep listening to yourself, to spirit, to your tribe, to the market, to your own desires and your own wishes and your own dreams of what you really, really want. And that's what I want to talk about tonight, because this is so valuable. Just as a side note, I'm going through this right now. I'm in deep thought this week with the creation of my next event. And I like to do events twice a year, and I'm about ready to launch this new event, and things are so exciting. And yet I'll just tell you, like, how I've tuned in to my goals and situation is through I've had a lot of really powerful dreams this week. So if you're the CEO of your business, you want to use some tools like journaling, and also hi Julie, happy birthday. You want to do some dream interpretation, because your subconscious is trying to communicate with you through your feelings. And so this week, I actually had a dream that I was going to be dying in 6 to 8 weeks. And oddly enough, that's approximately when my event is scheduled for, October 26th or 28th. And I got clear in this dream, because in this dream I was like, dude, I'm dying. Like, in 8 weeks, I'm out. And I felt really excited to be re-emerging with the non-physical and going back into source and just the joy of spirit. And of course, in my waking conscious mind, I do not desire at all to leave. I have 2 small children. I'm not available for that. I don't want to do that to them. So I'm not going anywhere. But anyway, I just started thinking, okay, well, if I'm actually, I really felt this dream was more about me emerging with spirit and being in that high state of connection to source. And it just felt really good, which meant to me that I was in a high state of well-being, and I was in a really deep connection with feeling good. And so, but then I started saying, when I used to teach Bikram yoga, I used to say, you guys could get hit by a bus tonight. Like, it could be over. Don't take any of this for granted. Like, give it your best, go all in. And that's how I am with business too. And so I want you guys to realize that you have one life to live, and you better live it, and you better show up and shine and give it your all and really trust yourself. If you're not trusting yourself, then that's something that you get to learn to do. You get to learn to trust yourself. And when you learn to trust yourself, then that confidence grows stronger and stronger, right? And you have to understand that the universe is completely on your side, and there's no bad source that's trying to block you. It's all good and all love. So you want to really tune into your dreams, and also use journaling to ask yourself, what do I really want? And really take a stand for what you want. Like, you could keep repeating the same thing and doing the same thing that gets you this, the same old results, right? What did Einstein say? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. You could keep doing that. Or you could ask for what you want and stop tolerating the shiz that you no longer want in your life. Like, I'm going through this thing where I'm like getting really clear, okay, what kind of event do I want, and who do I really want there, and what, and I'm just doing this so awesome soul searching as a CEO and the creator of my business, that I'm getting so much clearer. I'm excited to share it with you guys. In fact, I am going to be writing the sales page and getting it all together this week. The other thing is asking your tribe, like asking your people engaging questions, like that I put up on my Facebook pages, etc. This week I said, okay, does speaking on stage and sharing your heart and your heart's message, does that inspire you? Is that something that you'd like to do, yes or no? So I put that out there and I got feelers, and most people said yes. A couple of people said no. But so I'm doing some market research. Is there a need? Are my people interested in speaking? And then I'm tuning into what do I really want. And intuitively, these last couple of weeks, I've been like, and I have to say, before I do every event, I always share that I always am like very resistant. I don't want to do it, right? I don't want to do it. And then I do it and I'm like, oh my God, that was the best thing ever. I'm so glad I did it. So resistance is futile. And so like even the other night, I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, I don't want to do this event. And what I realized, it's that I don't want to do it the old way I've been doing it. I want to do it a new way. So, but there's no coach out there giving me the script. There's no template. There's no online manual that's going to teach me as a CEO what to do, and neither with you as you grow and mature as a CEO. So listen to spirit, but most importantly, really, really get clear on what you want and what you're no longer available to tolerate anymore. And then ask for what you want, and then ask for signs. So like this morning, I woke up and I saw a family of 4 deer, a mama deer and 3 little babies in our yard. And I actually haven't seen the deer in a long time, since we got our golden retriever almost 2 years ago. That I know the deer are there, but I don't see them as much as I used to see them on the regular once a week. They'd really be in my yard, but now that we have the dog, scares them off. So I listened to that. And then when I was taking my kids over to my mom's, my son looks up in the sky and he says, look, there's a swarm of hawks. And hawks mean higher vision. And now here I am out here on this trail and I saw another hawk. So it's like there's higher vision, there's wisdom trying to come through. So look for signs, ask for signs. I'll see numbers. I remember one year I was like, what do I do? Should I do my event again? And I saw these bumper stickers. One's on one car was pop, and then on another car was speaker, like, miles away from each other in one day. It was like, and the name of my event back then was Pop, and then it was about being a speaker. So I'm like, okay, that's a sign. Like, I've got to do it. So, okay. And then, so asking for signs and then listening, because the thing is, the universe is always communicating to you through the law of attraction, and it's trying to speak to you. And are you open? Are you listening? This summer, I had some huge breakthroughs, and I was out on a bike ride, and all I kept seeing were butterflies. 2 butterflies landed on me, and butterflies are all about transformation. And then I saw a dead butterfly and in the road, because I'm biking on the road and it's a busy road. And then I saw a dead snake, and I'm like, snakes are all about transformation, and, consciousness. And anyway, and big ass transformations manifested in my life this summer. So Spirit's always talking to us through the law of attraction. So be open to listening and yielding to these signs. The other thing I'm going to say is, you want to be like an animal in the forest. You want to be like the deer. The deer have their little ears up and they have their little tails up, and they're listening, and they're in a constant tuning and listening and hearing spirit and checking their safety. So I would say, even as entrepreneurs, we need to be doing that too. You need to be getting all of your senses activated. You can see the forest. Like, look at how pretty this is. You can see the forest, but can you see the path through the forest? And as entrepreneur, we can't always see the path, but that's why you have to learn to trust and go inch by inch, day by day, on the seat of your pants, on the seat of, edge of your seat. And that's why you want to be a clean vessel. You want to clean your vessel of healthy, alcohol. I mean, I'm not a big drinker, so it's like cleanse your body of alcohol. If you do drugs, obviously cleanse that, or even, all sorts of stuff that's clogging your mind and your mental power and your connection to God and source. So you want to clean up negativity, clean up watching TV, media, right? During the election season, how freaked out were all of us? One time I was like, John, we need to get a gun. I was so scared. Until I got sucked in. I'm like, John, we need a gun. I shot one gun once, on my step family's farm back in when I was in high school. But anyway, not me at all. So just don't listen to the media. Don't listen to the hype. Tune into your own voice. Follow your own spirit. And, clean up your vessel, eat whole foods, get enough sleep. Just when you get woken up at 3 a.m., wake up and write in your journal and meditate. That is another key thing. Get in nature. I was like gonna get a hot pink gun. I thought that would be kind of cute. Did you have a good birthday, Julie? I hope you did. So yeah, tuning into spirit, I want you guys just to understand that you are the CEOs and you are creating it, and the universe wants to give it to you. I got one more really cool story. See this beautiful place? So back in 2009, back in 2008 or 9, I went to a yoga workshop and I met this cool law of attraction lady, and she gave me this law of attraction tip, and she said, because at that time, I wanted to fill my cleanse program. This is an awesome story, okay? Back then I had a 297 cleanse program, and I think I wanted 30 people in this program. And so, this lady, this law of attraction coach, she said, okay, just imagine that you're talking to like the god of money or something. Not like it's like God. It has nothing to do with like God himself, but like, it's kind of like how the Norwegians, I think they have the god of snow, Uller, right? Or Vespa for the Greek goddesses. It's like you're going to talk directly to the god of your desires. And so I came out here, and I remember saying, I'm talking, and I was laying right here, and the trees have really grown in the last 8 years here. And I remember looking up there, and I was like, okay, I really want 30 people in my cleanse program. I really want 30 people in my cleanse program. And I was just, so you ask for what you want, and then it's just like you mail a letter, you drop it off, you don't think about it. So I asked for what I want. Literally, I didn't know how I was going to do this. I just knew I really wanted it, and I was just going to ask. So I went ahead and I asked. And then I was on this same hike with my best friend the next day or something, and my friend said, you know, Amanda, why wouldn't 30 people want to do your cleanse program? Like, there's 30 people out there that really want to do your cleanse program, so just get over it. Like, they're gonna want to do your cleanse. So this goes for any of you guys who are filling your programs, right? People want to do it. Like, there's people that have the need that you're here to help and serve, and yet we're the only ones that block ourselves and get in our own way. So then I'm like, you're right. You know, I just totally upped my belief. I'm like, how 30 people obviously want to do this cleanse program. So I release it. I go about my business. All of a sudden, new order comes in. And this is back in the day where I didn't have a really huge mailing list, but I had the thing called the World Wide Web. And I had a crappy old website. And I had on this website, I had something about my cleanse. Well, some lady in the middle of nowhere, like Minnesota or Milwaukee or somewhere like that. I've never heard. She owned a yoga studio, and she had a teacher training of yoga students, yoga teacher people, and they all signed up for my cleanse program. You too, Jacqueline. So they all signed up for my cleanse program. And like, there were like 30 people that signed up for my cleanse program from one lady in like Milwaukee or something. And I sat on this rock and I prayed to that God of the law of attraction. And I said, this is what I want. This is why I want it, and this is how I know I'm gonna feel when I got it. And I mean, I've had so many miracles like that happen. I know you guys have too, but just remember, like, there's this law of attraction, and it's our faithful friend, and it's like whatever you're vibing, whatever you're feeling, isn't that a pretty view? Whatever you're like, whatever you want wants you. So just stop thinking, meditate, go on a hike, do something, and let it come in and let it bless you. How cool is this hat? This is my happy place. This is the Hanalei Pier. Maybe you guys know where that is. Anyway, so this is the Hanalei Pier, and this is in Hanalei, Hawaii. Yeah, go pray on the beach. Just like really, but then the key is and if you're like me, I'm a freaking control freak, and if you're a controller, you have to release control. Because when you're holding on so tight, the universe cannot come in there like she's got it handled because she's such a freaking control freak. So let it go. Don't control it like a mofo. Just release it as if it's already happened and move forward and find as much joy as you can in your life. So this summer when the shit hit the fan personally in some area of my life, I was like, I can't even handle this. I'm like, I can't. And I kept being like, and there was a big situation I had to handle. And I was like, I can't handle this. I got to give it to you, God. And I kept giving it over. I'm like, this, you guys, you know what I want. I journal my vision and my desires every single morning. And this is what I want. And I cannot deal because I got to deal with this other fucking fire that's going on right now. Sorry for my language. I have to deal with this. And so I kept getting signs of abundance. And then I had a VIP day with one of my old-time clients who I met speaking. So one of my very first talks was, I did a really good speaking talk, I was on stage at my friend Christina Marassi's event back in 2012. And I met a woman there, and this lady has been my client for years and years and years. And so she signed up to do a VIP day with me. And we did the VIP day right after the shitstorm happened personally. And then she signed up for a 10K package, like out of the blue. And I kept being like, I have to release control. And I release control. And then the universe always delivers. So just stop being so uptight. Start asking for more help. I hear hummingbirds. So pretty. So just start asking for more help, and then let yourself really receive. And trust is the message. I just want you to know how much the universe loves you, how much you are loved. And so practice loving yourself, being kind to yourself. Practice feeling good. Like, look for things that make you feel good, whatever it is. And sometimes it doesn't mean sitting there trying to figure things out and sitting at your desk all day. And it's like, have you ever been at your desk and you're just trying I want you guys to get into your figuring out phase. What does your figuring out I gotta figure it out. Like, that is not conducive to letting it in. Like when you're all scrunched up and it's hard, and just notice your body language and change it to become more open. And here's the other thing too, is you have to understand, as a CEO, you got to have massive confidence. I mean, yes, stay humble, of course, be humble, be kind, be generous, have an open heart. And you have to really look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I am the shit. I am the shit. I am the shit. I am the shit. Like, I rock. I help people. I'm changing lives. So I'm on this hike tonight, and I'm like, I actually had this really cool marketing, I signed up for Julia Slake's marketing map intensive today. Go to juliaslike.com/Amanda. I did a training call with her this week, and I was like, she did this amazing deal. I was like, heck yeah, I'll take that. One of my clients said, well, why are you doing that? Why are you? And I said, because I'm always investing in myself, and I always want to grow, and I always want to improve and get better and learn new techniques. So I did this strategy session, or this marketing map with her, which was highly recommended. She's charging $111. Such a good deal. I mean, hello. So anyway, why am I bringing this up? So Julia, hold on. About being the shit. I think that was what I was talking about. So I did this marketing map thing with Julia, and I think she is the shit. I think her branding is amazing. She's so good at marketing. And the thing is that most people, they just don't think they're the shit. And because it's like you're taking your little 5-year-old WC, your wounded child, to work with you, and you're not showing up as the empowered CEO that you are. And that can be hard for really heart-centered people. And I'm so heart-centered. I'm not just saying heart-centered. There's a lot of coaches out there that they say they're heart-centered, but are they really? Because I've worked with them and I'm not feeling their heart. For me personally, I'm not feeling that heart. But anyway, for really heart-centered people who are really warm and generous and honestly really care about people. And here, this is what I was thinking about. So this is what Julia said. So Julia said, I don't want to impact millions. We kind of were back and forth, and I was kind of, coaching her about a little bit too. And I was like, she said, I don't want to impact millions and make millions. She said, I want to help one mom. I want to help one mom really rock out her business. And I could just feel that in her heart. She's like, I want to just help one person, really. And I was like, Julia, you need to do a video of this. So then I'm on my hike tonight, and I'm like, I want to help 1,000 women. I want to really, and I was thinking about that dream I had about the end of, this dream I had that I was going to die in 6 to 8 weeks. If I could change 1,000 lives, really change, where not only their life, but their family and their kids and their the ripple effect, and their husbands and their connect, if I could change 1,000 lives, and I think I've changed a lot of lives in this day and age, but I really like that. So what about you? If you can focus more as a CEO, and that's really what CEOs do. I mean, think about Bill Gates, or think about Steve Jobs, or Oprah, or anyone that we, who has, or, Mark Zuckerberg, or whoever, right? Sheryl Sandberg, these people that, oh, look. Oh, there was a full-on joy zone right there. Hummingbird means joy. It was right there. So there's hummingbirds everywhere. I love it. So so think about them. They are not focused on, oh, well, these people like me, or I'm not, they're not, well, maybe they are in their own personal life, but this whole talk tonight is about being the CEO. So as a CEO, what if you are so focused and diligent and just devoted to changing lives, and one person at a time? It doesn't matter. I remember the first time I really wanted to learn about health and nutrition. This was at the turn of the century in 2000. And John and I moved to Mammoth Lakes. We weren't married then, but we moved to Mammoth Lakes, California. And I knew that I didn't want to go into this dysfunctional relationship that I had with food and my body and emotional eating. I didn't want to go into my relationship, this intimate relationship with John, with this messed up relationship I had in my early 20s with food. So we moved to Mammoth Lakes, California, and I wanted to learn everything I could about holistic health, nutrition, cleansing, yoga. Like, I just was this awakening for me. And I went into this mom and pop health food store and I said, listen, I want to work here. You guys don't even need to pay me, because they weren't hiring. I'm like, you don't even need to pay me. I want to work here. I want to work at that juice bar. I want to learn everything I can about juicing. Now, I didn't have any money. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, why I actually said this, but anyway, they loved my drive so much that they hired me. And so if you can be so devoted as a CEO to changing lives and the transformation and the light and the ripple effect that you're here to share on the planet, if you can be so devoted to that right now, then the rest will work itself out. It's like the same thing, like biblical, if you give everything to God, or you do everything for the universe, and you do everything in service for the light, you're going to be provided for in beautiful ways, right? So as a CEO, focus on service. Focus on, what am I here to let? You're not here to get anything. You already have everything. So you're not here to get anything. You're here to let. And you're here to let those divine gifts flow. So I want to hear from you guys. Is this helpful? I know I'm giving you lots of stories. But is this helpful? And what do you think that you need to shift inside yourself to become that empowered CEO, boss lady, or boss man? Like, what needs to shift? And I think it's about really having some massive confidence and knowing how valuable you are, and that it isn't really about you. And then asking for what it is you want. So this was a really good training, and I sprinkled in lots of personal stories as well. So I had fun talking to you guys tonight. Happy Friday night. TGIF. Although I'm so excited, I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and write this new sales page for my event that's coming up. That's going to be totally different than the other events I've done. Finally got that download after lots of listening and asking and desiring and focusing on what I want. So look forward to that. Hopefully I'll have it out by next week, and you guys and gals will be interested in what I got to offer. Just save the dates, October 26th, 27th, and 28th in these gorgeous mountains. This beautiful secret little area that no one really knows about. It's in Park City, Utah. So 26th, 27th, 28th, save the dates. Something very good is coming. And if you're serious about getting your message out there and helping the world and really helping yourself and showing up and shining, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. So it's all coming. I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and write the sales page. So, okay, have a good weekend. Thank you. Bye.